tends to have two distinct cave systems depending on how far down you go. So we want to go down and find the second system. Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to Astroneer, Episode 3. When we left off, we just got this fuzzy little bugger here, and let's see what kind of research we're going to get. 1,000 bytes over 30 minutes. That's pretty good. That means even at a quarter power, we're looking at 30 bytes per minute, so that's 120 bytes per minute at full power, but most importantly, it's 1,000 bytes worth of research. So this one's actually going to run quite a significant bit of time. One of the other things that I'm going to want to do, let's see, we're going to take a little bit of resin here and there. And, well, no, I guess I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's not do that yet. Really what we need to do is continue our excavation down into the cave. What are we at for bytes? We've got 500. It's not bad. There's significantly more to get. We can make power cells or filters. I don't really rely on those much in the first world, the first planet that you start on. But we'll likely get there a little bit later. Okay, so we've got resin compound. You know what we need to do? Is we need to get our organic situation taken care of. So if you just keep mining up, or digging up with your terrain extractor, all of the organic near your base, you eventually won't have any. And it's very important in the early game to have organic for your generators, because it takes an awful lot of bytes just to get that medium solar panel. And then even then, you're talking about power through the day. It doesn't help you much at night. So what I like to do is to say, let's go ahead and print a second small generator, and we'll get 2 of them going. And one of them will be dedicated for the research station, right? And the second thing to think about is duplicating your organic. I know organic is really common, and therefore you would think it's probably not as necessary to duplicate it with the mineral extractor. However, again, if you keep digging it up, it will eventually go away, and then you won't have any organic near your base, and that's not the time to really need power for something. So I go ahead and I take all this extra soil that I'm getting, and I just print a whole lot of organic, and in that way I can have my research station running at full power at least some of the time. There we go, wonderful. So we'll put one here, and one here. Now, 7 minutes, that's what I'm talking about. 120 bytes a minute, very good. We'll leave that be for a little bit. Yes, I know it's organic, my friend. I know it is. So we'll let that run for a bit, and I think we'll go back down into the cave. Whee! Alright, and we'll open this up a little bit, get some more soil for our tanks that we emptied. Widen this out just a touch, make it more friendly. Okay. These little floating blocks here, I'm not sure what that's all about. From here, I think what we can do... I want to leave this passageway intact, and then this passageway looks like... Okay, well, here's what we'll do. We'll take the tethers and we'll go the other direction in an attempt to get the other research that we had found. So we're going to tether all the way over here. Oops. Tethering in the caves, as I said in the last episode, is one of those things that it's okay. It's probably the most necessary use of tethers in the early game, so that you can safely explore passageways to get an idea of what the cave system looks like. Because even though you can, I firmly believe, no matter where you are, you can absolutely just dig down at an angle, and if you dig down at an angle, you will absolutely run into another cave system. That even though that's the case, it does pay to know where the cave systems are. It gives you an idea of what kind of cave you're going to run into, because there are two very distinct types of caverns on the first world. And the first one is about like you see here, where there's all sorts of various exploding plants and research and these weird slimy looking plants that I dug the first couple up of, and that's good. That's where a lot of the malachite and laterite is. But if you go deeper, the cave system changes dramatically, and the ore does as well. It sort of looks like the one we looked at on the other side, which is all, you know, rocky and barren with satellite debris laying around and stuff. So if you don't feel comfortable walking up 2 bits of research at the same time, you absolutely don't have to, but I have kind of gotten really good at juggling research, and so that's how I do it. There you go. So now we have research going pretty good for a while, and I think what we'll do is actually fill up our power generators again, since we're here. I'm getting a message like, there's a storm! Oh, okay, no, hold on. We're a little bit out in the storm here. I'm not sure why we're not hearing that sound. Did I turn the volume down too low? No, it's just got to be a glitch. It should be making a howling wind sound right now. But the other indicator that you get is if your character starts walking with their hand up like that, like they are, you know, they're struggling to walk into the wind. That's your other heads up that a storm is coming if you did not see it. Even though the only real penalty for death is that you drop your stuff and you can go back and get it, I still really would like to avoid it as much as possible. And staying out in a storm is a good way to catch a cube-sized rock, or a cube-shaped rock, upside your Astroneer's helmet. And that doesn't do you any favors at all. At all. Okay. Looks good to me. Let's go ahead and hop out. And we'll put the next organic in the generator here. Boom. Probably didn't even need it. But we did it anyways. Okay. Now that we have research going there, I want to continue this trail further down. And I'm thinking... See, really what we need, we absolutely need to get the solar panel. That's really what we need. Alright, and the way we're going to progress this cave is down in this direction here. We're going to dig down. So again, you're going to get yourself a nice angle that you're happy with it and start flattening it, and then you can assess it. And you can sort of make the call of, is this the slope that I want? And this appears to be a little too gradual. I want the slope to go down a little bit more than that. Let's face it so we can see. Nope, that's not going to work. That might be a bit too steep. Can we even walk up that? Oh, we can. Okay, so then this is how we're going to do it. We can get our light to face the right way. And you can see this is where the terrain changes from purple to green, indicating that you're going down to the next level. Alright. And we're just going to tear up the top here so that it's easy to walk down. Just like we did before. A lot of the same. And then we'll just keep smoothing this down. So it's a nice straight descent down into hopefully another cave system underneath us. As I said, this world, the first world you start on, the Terran planet, tends to have two distinct cave systems depending on how far down you go. So we want to go down and find the second system. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy does it. Okay, it looks like we might have found some of it. Let's go get a tether up here. I think that was all my tethers. It was, so we're going to make some more. Alright, there we go. No, 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 no. Undo that. Okay, so I guess it wasn't perfectly flat. Now we're adding to it. Hold on. Hold on. It's just building everything up. That's fine. As long as it's making it flat, which it should be. There we go. We'll eat right through the side of this little wall here and the rocks, and then we'll just follow this path down. Flatten tool is going to keep now adding soil from our tanks to the ground to get here. There we go. Nice, relatively smooth transition. This looks close to where the other cave kind of comes down. But in this way, we're connected to it right off of a building, and that'll be important for later. Alright, let's widen this up. Alright. Some tethers down, and it looks like this here is a dead end. So let's see what's over here. We got some ammonia. We could grab some of that. I'm not too worried about that. What I'm looking for, I don't seem to see. Some dynamite. Okay, that's fun to play with, but it's not really what I'm looking for. I can grab some dynamite in a bit. That's going to be dangerous to walk through. So these white plants, or these pearlescent kind of plants that have these red spots on them, they are spiker plants. And if you walk near them, they will shank you with a bunch of little red needles. And it hurts. It's not fun. So you have to dig them up prior to... Oops. You have to dig them up. And if you dig up the ground that they're on, they will, in fact, die, just like a lot of the other plants. They will leave a seed behind that you can replant a spiker plant with if you were so inclined. Why, I don't know. Maybe for defenses, if you were playing with other players that weren't necessarily teammates. Hold up. This looks like this might be promising. What do we have over here? Looks like another thruster. Some malachite. What is this? This looks like a... What the heck is this here, actually? Some sort of satellite piece. So unfortunately, we're not finding the low-hanging fruit of what we need, but that's okay. We're not going to continue down here just yet. We've sort of done what we intended to do, which was we've got the ball rolling. We have broken into the lower cave system. One of the things we can do is we can dig up all of the aluminum and copper that is down here. In fact, I think I'm going to come back up with some ammonia. No, we don't really need the ammonia yet. Oh, but I have inventory space. Okay, it wouldn't hurt to just grab some, so let's grab some. The ammonia is the cheapest way to make hydrazine now in the game. The fuel condenser still exists that uses just raw power to make hydrazine, but it is not nearly as efficient as using ammonia. So you absolutely want to have some ammonia, and like many other things, you're going to want at least one of them to hold them around for duplicating in the mineral extractor. So let's go ahead and put this ammonia down here somewhere. Probably right here is good. Alright, I think we'll grab 2 more organic and make sure that our research is fully topped off with power. Almost. There you go. And it's about ready to be swapped out here pretty shortly. What did that say? 2 minutes remaining? That's not bad. Okay, we're getting there. We're absolutely doing better. What I would like, though, is the vehicle bay. See, I want it all. I really do. I really want it all. So... I think what we're going to do is to actually make research station number 2. Because I'm just so impatient. I can't wait. It's not enough research. I need more research. Alright. We're gonna get our compound in here squared away. I'm not gonna fill it up because we don't need it filled up. So we'll just use a little bit of our compound. So this station is going to become the vehicle bay, which I might not have given myself enough room, but that's okay. We'll make it work. There we go, some compound. We're going to come over here and do research chamber number 2. Now, 2 research chambers are an awful lot of power to try to maintain. They really are. And I don't recommend it unless you have a pretty good plan going forward right away. 400 bytes in 4 minutes. That's 100 bytes a minute. Let's do that. And now they're going to fight with power. That's to be expected, though. But we have the sun up. We're still increasing our bytes per minute. 170 bytes per minute now. And once we can make the medium-sized solar panel, it should go even quicker. Oh, there we go. This research is done. Let's talk about the next one. Let's see what it's at. 300 bytes over 30 minutes. Okay, so that's a little over 100 bytes a minute at full power. Still looking good. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back down here, we're going to get some more soil and see if we can't also grab some more malachite and laterite. But we're also going to need more research, actually. So that needs to be on our radar as well. Well, here is some more laterite. Laterite we started to harvest, it's just that we needed one more of. This will get us some. We don't have any tethers over here, unfortunately, so I need to watch my oxygen. Alright, let's not fall down into the pit of laterite. So what, we just got 2? 3, maybe? No. Okay, just the 2. Oh, push it to the limit. Whew, okay. Could make more tethers easy enough. It wouldn't be the end of the world to put in more tethers. But we don't really need them. And again, that's just more compound and energy and everything you have to go through. It's really easy to think that, well, you know, every time I craft something, it's really not that much energy. Or I could just run the smelter for 2 laterite. It's not that much energy. But every bit of energy you pull away from your research stations really just becomes that much longer. Oh, that was my last organic. Whoops, now I can't make more. It really just becomes that much longer between researching new technology. And really that is sort of the the gate, if you will, is that you have to reach, you know, so many bytes per minute to be able to effectively research the things that you want to research in the early game to transition to mid-game. Alright, let's not waste our oxygen. I want to see what's over here. Underneath this. What do we have here? Anytime you see something weird, dig it up underneath it. You never know if you're going to find something. And in this case, we found nothing. But now we know. And knowing is half the battle. Alright, let's get some more organic. There we go. Eventually, this power race between all of these organics and generators here will be a thing we'll be able to leave behind at some point. What are we up to now with this power? 102 bytes per minute because the sun is down. I see research over there though, so we're gonna go grab some of that. Now probably the thing that makes gathering research the easiest is a vehicle, and so a lot of times I would go for a vehicle right away so that I could carry groups of research back to the base. However, the vehicle now requires... Ooh, no, don't drop it down there. The vehicle now requires so many bytes of data or so much research to be done that you've really got to be choosy about the order with which you research things. I could research a vehicle right now, but I wouldn't be able to use it until I could research every other component that I needed to make the vehicle worthwhile. We'll put more organic over here. Wonderful. Okay, well at this point, let's check our bytes. 2,000 bytes. Real close to having 2,500 for that solar panel. Let's go ahead and move this research over here. 250 bytes in 2 minutes. That's actually short and sweet. 126 bytes a minute. I'm a fan of that. Let's go down here and see if we can find some more malachite. And it looks like there's some right over here. So, okay, we're going to pop this plant from far away. These, there we go. Very careful about those plants. That poison gas will take you down fast. You won't have much of a heads up at all. You'll just be like, whoa, why am I dying? I'm dead. Poison gas will do it. Oh, we got a little red and green pickle looking thing. Okay. It's pickle research. We're going to get all this malachite. I think early game malachite's probably more valuable, or copper in general is more valuable than aluminum. Whoa. Yeah, look at that down there. That's good, that's good. So now we found another area. We can take a cave down to the cavern system below. I don't know if we'll need to do that yet. That hole's going to be dangerous, actually. We're going to make sure we don't fall down into it. That could be bad. Oh, so here's another thing you can do if you're talking about research and power. Are the blue crystals are oxygen that you can just dig up and get oxygen. The yellow crystals are power, and you can just dig them up and boom, you have power. And it's very short-lived, but it's very high capacity. Look at that, 226 bytes per minute. Boom, and then just like that, it's done. So it is by no means anything that you can do for an extended period of time. So we got malachite and malachite. Very good. And over here, we'll put this organic there. Did I use up my last No, I have compound here. Okay. Put the compound over here with the ammonia. Probably going to have to take the compound and start working with some tethers here pretty soon. Oh, research is complete. So we'll start the next one. So what do you got? 300 bytes in 6 minutes. That's kind of slow, honestly. That's fine. Not the end of the world. I think we'll come over here. We'll get a little bit more organic from these. These are horrible for organic, though, but we might as well clean them out since they're here. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of organic. And a lot of your early game is going to have to be chasing that organic until you can get reliable solar power up. Now, I could make more of the small solar panels because, you know, we have the copper, but I find that's a bit of a waste for the copper. It's easier to just push through, in my opinion, my technique, push through, get the organics, run the medium, or run the small generators. Oh no. We're away from base. Let's head back. If you ever get caught in a storm away from your base, just dig down and hope it doesn't result in a big, huge fall. Throw power in that generator. Oh, we can make it. Okay. And we'll just sit here and weather the storm for a moment. But I find it's easier to juggle the generators. Just commit to taking the organic, running them to the small generators. And small generators are super valuable. You're going to want them all the time. You never know when you need to dig up plants and get power for it. So having extra small generators is not the end of the world. But once you can start making the medium solar panels, you'll see they sort of obsolete the small ones, and then you only ever want one small solar panel if you're going to put it on your backpack to power your own crafting ability. Other than that, it's just wasteful. In my humble opinion. Alright, Storm. Let's wrap this up. Come on. Wrap it up. Thank you. Alright, let's see. Where are we at? So close. 57 bytes per minute. Ugh. Well, here's what we can do, is we can take this generator off of there and actually put it onto this one, and we'll add organic to this one. There we go. That should help us out significantly. 100 bytes a minute. Wonderful. Now, once we get some solar panels going, that's only going to help us while the sun is up, obviously. But while the sun is up, it's going to be a huge help. Let's go ahead and get this ready. Now, I know beforehand that a solar panel, a medium solar panel, is going to take 2 copper to construct. But what you'll find is as long as you, let's go ahead and get it. As long as you have the resources that you're going to need to craft an item stored on the side, when you queue up the medium printer, it will just grab them and put them into place. I like to minimize the clicking and dragging as much as possible, especially if you play this on console. Now you'll see this can go right here, and boom, it's generating power. Actually, let's leave it here so that this can get powered back up. Ooh, so close. Well, then we're going to need to take this small generator and we're going to need to move it over here. Because I want a second solar panel. Boom. 2 medium solar panels means that during next day, our research is going to be really good. Each one of these, I believe, can power a research chamber 50% of its requirement. So the 2 of those solar panels by themselves will power one, and then the 2 generators should be able to power the other. I don't necessarily... Oh, no, we do have another organic there. Well, here, I'll just put the organic in the generator then. Because I don't really want to use my soil to print it. Okay, here we go. Look at, there's the moon, and that's one of the other planets behind it. That's the exotic planet, I believe. A pretty neat planet. It's not one of the ones I like to frequent necessarily, but it's still a pretty cool one. It has a lot of research. We can totally talk about pros and cons of the planets in the future, though. Just put this aluminum here until it's ready, and we need it. But now, more than anything, we're going to need more research. So we need to go down further down, and we don't have any compound for tethers. Well, let's just head over this way, see if we can find a little bit of compound or something. Maybe something to research here. Nope. This cave is just going to dead end on me, isn't it? Of course it is. That's perfectly all right. We will find some more research right down the way, I am sure. Whoa, okay, yep, that's the steep drop. We don't want to fall there. Nothing underneath you to research. What do we have here? More laterite. We could dig this up. Oof. Ooh, I thought I was going to be a little too close. Oh, it's another one of those pickle things. Those don't seem to give a lot of research at all. No. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Alright, we'll do the same here. We'll dig this one up. Anything good underneath? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. This one has 1,000 bytes to it. And the more you do this, if you pay attention, you'll start to realize really quick, not only that they're not the same, but that you'll remember which ones are much more valuable than the others and prioritize them. Because I could have brought back the pickle, but the pickle is like, it doesn't even cap out at 100 bytes a minute, I don't think. And that's no good. We want stuff that's going to scan for a long time and give a lot of information. Well, I think that's probably a good place to wrap up the episode now with the medium solar panels that we've put in place. We can get some more malachite. We can absolutely increase the medium solar panels even further. Nope, we wanted that more of an angle because I also want to create myself a pathway to go down here. So let's go ahead and seal this up. And yep. It's going to take a little bit of time at this shallow angle, but it'll just make it easier to get a bird's eye view. Oh, we knocked that plant through. Oh, look out. I don't think there's going to be an easy way to get down there and get back up. Not without making the path a lot more steep. Okay, that is where we'll wrap up the episode then, as we continue to explore this cave system. Looking for the golden treasure, if you will, which we'll talk about when we find it. But this has been Astroneer episode 3. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I have had a good time playing. Please come back next time as we continue to make solar panels for the foreseeable future, and quite a lot of them, because then once the sun comes up, the research stations will go nuts. And even if that only happens during the daytime, that's still a pretty significant increase to power, because as you can see, we're currently running 176 bytes per minute, which is not bad. Until next time, though, take care.